Morning.
Any update on any of your injured guys?
Starting with Jalen.
He's got a severely strained neck. He's going to miss some time.
Past the
Start of the regular season.
Yeah, he's going to miss some time.
Structurally, like the neck's okay, but just a strain?
It's a severe strain.
But it's not like
Like a career-threatening type injury.
It shouldn't be, no.
The secondary, a lot of guys held out, I don't know if anything long-term, but it seemed like 4 corners, 2 safeties out. Basically, you want to have enough guys to get through Thursday's game, and that's it. It's through Saturday's game, and you'll take that and move forward.
Yeah, I mean, we got some guys coming back this week, and we'll see how Bryce and Perotti feel toward the end of the week, but they did some stuff today, and hopefully we can get through the game with the guys we got, because we lost 1 or 2, but we gained 1 or 2.
Of the guys that are sidelined right now, are there any right now that would make you worry about week 1 in terms of being able to practice in 3 weeks kind of thing?
Not just yet, not until I look further into it, but right now, no.
What did you see from Antoine Winfield Jr. in his return to practice today?
He's fast and focused. You know, anytime Wynn's out there, he enjoys playing the game, and you love that about him. He works on different things every day to get better, and he tries to not be satisfied with the day before, so he was flying around today.
The receiver position is one where, you started the offseason with some depth. Obviously, Chris has been out, but what do you make of just the ability to have guys that can step up and fill those roles?
We're going to need guys to step up. With Chris down and then Jalen going down, a lot of guys have stepped up, and we got to see them step up even more so. So the depth was well needed, and there's still some decisions to make after this game against Buffalo.
What do you think of Sterling Shepard the other night? He seemed to come in and give you a spark.
Sterling played well. I mean, he had a heck of a camp. He had a heck of a training camp, considering he came in injured last year. He practiced every day. He's a big energizer guy out there. He talks more than everybody out there in a good way, and in a very good way. You love his energy out there, but he made a lot of plays last week.
What are your thoughts on Michael Jordan, how he's looked in camp?
He's coming along. He's very seasoned. He's picking up the system pretty good. It'll be a big game for him on Saturday, but he's got the tools and he's got some experience to try and help us.
Where do you stand on the debate of the greatest basketball player of all time? Is it Michael Jordan or is it somebody else?
Oh, man, you're going to have neither of them speaking to me again. I got LeBron and Jordan right there, and I wear a bunch of Jordan shoes. So, Michael, please take this into consideration, and I love him to death. It's hard to argue LeBron with what he's done. And I'm a big fan of both, so I'm going to leave it at that. Different eras, different guys, both great. There's a lot of great ones. I'll leave it there.
You mentioned the other day closing out the 2 preseason games, having a killer instinct. Describe exactly what that means to you at the end of games.
Well, defensively, it means getting off the field. Offensively, it means controlling the ball, going down, and either leaving very little on the clock or score the game winner. So we got to have more of that mindset. We got to keep first down to make us keep the ball last week. And defensively, they got off the field and got a turnover late in the game to make that happen. So we just got to keep doing those type of things.
But last year that was a problem on defense. Is it strictly a mindset thing, or is it execution?
It's always execution. I mean, the mindset is there, but if you don't execute, it doesn't matter. It's always an execution thing.
Todd, your backup offensive line, obviously Charlie might be a starter at the end of the year, but beyond that, is there anybody besides like Elijah Klein that you'd say is set and has made this team as a backup lineman?
Not till after Saturday. It's so close with all those guys. We go back and forth daily, so we'll see how they perform.
Coach, third preseason game coming up, and Devin Watson still doesn't look like he's practicing. Is there any chance he could start practicing before that game, or if not, is there any long-term plan in place for him after the Buffalo Bills game?
That's something we're going to meet about in the next 2 days. I'd like to have some long-term plans for him going forward because he's making some progress, and I feel like down the line he can help us, but we'll have those conversations toward the end of the week.
Todd, with Izzian, is that how severe of a strain is that with his oblique, and is it just management right now, or could that also trickle into the regular season?
Hopefully it doesn't, but it can trickle into the regular season if it doesn't heal right, yes.
I think you made the decision after watching practice with Baker not to play last week, and I assume he's not going to play this week. That being the case, this might be, I don't know, not every starter is playing in the preseason, but just your has it changed in terms of like risk reward with quarterbacks? How do you make that decision about whether to put somebody out there? What's the calculus there with not getting live reps where they can be hit potentially as opposed to
It's
just-
really practice habits, number one. How hard are you practicing? How many game situations have you been in? And all those type of things. The energy you come in with. Are you getting the ball out in 7-on-7, or are you patting it and holding it because you got all day? But he played in Pittsburgh Thursday like it was a game, and the practice on Thursday, especially the 2-minute situation. It was all sped up for him, and he's done a bunch of practices like that as well. So I feel like the experience of the quarterback and how he practices has something to do with it, and it's the chemistry with everybody going in sync. So I feel like him and Grizz is in sync right now, so I don't feel like I need to play him the last game.
Coach, what have you seen from Cade Otton since he's returned?
He's still knocking the rust off, but he's playing hard. He's got to get his steps down a little bit, but we expect Cade to be fine.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.